What's good, YouTube, man? You already know who it is, man. It's your boy, the Way Man. We back at it like what? We back at it like crack addicts, man. You already know how we rocking on this channel, man. Stop playing with me. And we'll get right back to you right after these messages.
Boom. Bam. Bop. Pow.
What's good, YouTube, man? I want to thank everybody for coming back to this channel, man. We've been making a lot of growth, man, and I can only thank y'all. So I want to take this moment to thank y'all. I want to thank you for making me who I am, telling me who I need to. I want to thank you for the So y'all know about that. That's a little before your time. Yeah, feel me? So like I was saying, man, I just want to thank everybody, man. Anybody new to the channel, I want to just welcome y'all to the Wave Gang, because you know how we rocking on this side. And I want to tell everybody, just please go down there and subscribe if you aren't already. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to look up here. I want y'all to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at q.rudeboy. And I also want you guys to... I want you guys to put a thumbs up, man. Please put a thumbs up, all right? Suicide Boys time, let's get it. So the first thing we're gonna wanna do is, basically a main point of the Suicide Boys vocal effect is something called dubbing. So when I say dubbing, that means simply you recording the same thing over a few repetition of times, basically. So if you record one vocal, you want to go ahead and record another vocal and record another vocal. That's called dubbing. All right, so one main thing that the Suicide Boys like to do is they like to dub basically their whole track. So when I say that, if they have like a main vocal going, they're going to record another vocal, the same exact words, pan it to the left side. They're going to record another vocal, pan that to the right side, and the original vocal is going to sit right in the middle. So what that's going to do is going to give you a very good stereo field of sound, basically, their vocal. So you're going to have a very wide vocal sound. It's going to sound like almost like one voice, but you probably can tell that something's going on. So with no further ado, we're about to get into it right now, man. So the first thing we're going to want to do is basically get a parametric EQ. One thing I've learned about the Suicide Boys vocals are that they really come through the mix, like they really cut. So for this, we wanted to get a high pass cut, and we wanted to go to about 120, 130. I wouldn't even be mad if you went to 140. Just depends on your voice. The more bass that's in your voice, you're gonna want to cut a little bit more. The more, higher pitch your voice is, you're gonna want to save some low end to keep that body to your voice. You feel me? So also what we did, we boosted some of the highs. We boosted around 6-7K, just a little bit, we don't do too much on this side. Also what we did another boost at around 3,500, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it for that EQ right there. And mind you, this is for the main vocal, and this is the one that's sitting in the middle. They're all pretty much the same, but there's just little differences in each, so. Okay, after the EQ, you want to get a compressor. The compressor we did right here, we did a threshold of -3.9. We did a ratio 1:8:1, and we did a fast attack. We did a fast attack because when you're working with vocals, especially vocals like this, they have a very aggressive vocals. So when they have aggressive vocals, you want it to really be hitting the compressor. As soon as the vocal comes through, you want that threshold to hit and hit it fast so that it compresses faster than if it was a slower attack ratio, you know what I'm saying? So this is basically it. You want to go ahead and copy these down if you want to. All right, you can pause the video, do whatever you need to do. All right, another thing we went ahead and did was we added a sound goodizer. Basically this was to further make the vocal cut, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have a nice air above all their vocals. I was listening to a couple tracks and they have a nice air above all the vocals. So I went ahead and used the preset A. And what I did was I didn't go too crazy on this, because if you go too crazy on this, let's see, the middle one's gonna sound like this.
Never bring a knife to a gunfight. I might chug a whole fifth for the rum right now. If you got a problem, you can talk to the member for the man gets mad and they hear lights out.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't want it to sound too harsh. Because if I were to leave this all the way up here, this will sound very hard.
Never bring a knife to a gunfight. I might chug a whole fifth for the rum right now.
From my previous knowledge, I know you never go too much on anything.
Never bring a knife to a...
Because when you collectively add the dubs, it's going to make your track shine all together. So it's not necessarily about one thing sounding good, but everything sounding good together, if that makes some sense. You feel me? So let's get into the next thing. You're going to hear this repeatedly throughout the tutorial. They have a good shine over the top end of their voices. You know what I'm saying? So I just went ahead and added another EQ, boosted around 9K, just to keep it giving that air over top, to give it that shine to come through the mix. You know what I'm saying? Next thing we did, we got some reverb right here. So basically I used the preset and I just turned up the wetness of the reverb. And also, if you listen to watch my other tutorials, because I've been doing a lot of tutorials lately. If you watch my other tutorials, because I've been doing a lot of tutorials lately, that means after this video, go check them out. All right. Psych, nah, I'm playing with y'all, but for real though, go ahead and check them out after this video. You feel me? So back to the reverb. Sorry, something just comes over me sometimes, you know? Okay. All right. Just went ahead and like I said, I turned up the this was the default reverb, and I just turned up the wetness, and I used this, like I say in a lot of other videos, I used this knob right here as a sub bus. So what I did was I just turned this down till I felt like it was a good amount. Enough to keep it a little ambient, but still cutting through the mix, you know what I'm saying? Last but not least, on this track, what I did for the delay is got the default delay, and I totally customized every single delay I do. If you do not customize your delays, you will not get the correct delay times. Okay, so what I did was for this, I changed it to ping pong, and that gives you kind of a wider bounce of the delays. You know what I'm saying? You don't want it coming straight through the middle. You want it kind of bouncing side to side. Also, what I did was I used this right here and I cut, because when you do this, you make the actual delay also get cut. So it kind of goes into a filter. You know what I'm saying? It gives you a better delay sound, basically. Also, the main thing you want to focus when you come into the delay is the time. So if something is going on, you want it to be correctly delayed, you know, the correct amount of time of delay. You know what I'm saying? So you want to go ahead and play with this till you get the right amount of delay. So I'm gonna play this track real quick.
Never bring a knife to a gunfight. I might chug a whole fifth for the rum right now. If you gotta,
you know what I'm saying? When you hear the cadence of your voice, you will know the proper time that it needs to be. So just go ahead and play with that time, and that's pretty much it for the delay. Next thing we want to do is we're going to go to these dub tracks. Honestly, it's the same. Every single one of these are the same. So basically what you want to make sure that happens with these dubs tracks were to be, you want them to be panned directly to this. You want them to be panned to opposite sides at the same value so that it's even. You know what I'm saying? So when you play all these vocals together, you hear them, it comes out just like the Suicide Boys.
Never bring a knife to a gunfight. I might chug a whole fifth for the rum right now. If you got a problem, you can talk to the man before the man gets mad. Anything I lights out. I just be trying to stay low key, but people keep trying to poke me. Lock it up, lock it up, lock it up, lock it up.
So that basically concludes this tutorial. So I want to tell everybody, thank you for visiting my channel once again. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you thumbs up this video, because the more thumbs up we get, the more vocal tutorials come your way. You feel me? And before you leave, make sure you check the description for SoundCloud reactions coming soon. And make sure you follow me here at Untitled Boy. You feel me? Yeah!
14, 14, 14. Yeah. 1400, 1400. You won't get it out of me, cause there'll be a casualty. Yeah. Don't try to play me like a fool, you still gotta play by the rules. Yeah, she wanna get on the team, yeah, cause a nigga on the scene, yeah. Traded on me like a free agent. I always told you, baby, be patient. It's obvious that she hating. Cause we was on the same team, so you should've stayed for the ring, yeah.